Donald Trump is potentially planning on pardoning other people who have been convicted of crimes. Now, the following two people are not necessarily right-wingers, but they were convicted of crimes, and it is interesting that he is reaching out to them and potentially offering them a pardon. So Trump told reporters he was considering pardoning Martha Stewart and commuting the sentences of former Governor Rod Blagojevich of Illinois. So just to do a little refresher on what their crimes were, a jury found Stewart guilty in 2004 of obstructing justice and lying to investigators about the reason she sold shares of a company. She served 5 months in prison for that convicted crime. And then when it came to Blagojevich, he is currently serving a 14-year sentence after being convicted of corruption stemming from a scheme to sell the Senate seat that was left vacant by Barack Obama. So I want to go to a video from back in November 2016 where Trump was asked about Blagojevich. Keep in mind that Blagojevich had appeared on Trump's show, The Apprentice. And here's what Trump had to say about the crime that he was convicted of.
President Trump pardoned Rod Blagojevich.
Boy, I think it was tough what happened to him. I'll be honest, I don't know him well other than he was on The Apprentice. And
why was he not?
Because he was, semi-celebrity, and it was good. Actually, it was good having him on. I found him to be, I can only speak for myself, and I didn't know him. I found him to be a very nice guy, not sophisticated, but I think it's an awfully tough sentence he got, for what supposedly he did. Because what he did is what politicians do all the time. They make deals. I just thought it was a very tough sentence. I thought it was a really tough sentence. I mean, frankly, when I read about him, he just sounded stupid more than anything else. How stupid can you be? But it sounded stupid. It was so ridiculous.
That is the most amazing video I've ever seen. No, that's an exaggeration. Most amazing video I've seen this week. The irony of him repeatedly calling Blagojevich stupid was amazing. And then the backhanded compliment of, he's a very nice guy. Not very sophisticated, but very nice guy.
Not sophisticated. Trump calling someone not sophisticated. All right, so when these pardons happen, first thing I look at is what were the crimes? Because again, the whole point of Donald Trump pardoning people is so that he could eventually pardon the people that worked with him so that they don't give evidence to prosecutors. And so lying to prosecutors is what Martha Stewart went away for. He's like, oh, perfect, I've been lying to prosecutors and all my cronies have been lying to prosecutors. Great, so I'll pardon her for that. So that was part of it. And then you saw in the tape for Blagojevich, it's just politicians making deals. Like when I made a deal with China, that they funnel $1 billion to Indonesia. Indonesia gives me money, and then I take the sanctions off of ZTE. I was just a politician making a deal. Okay, what's the big deal? So okay, that's part of the reason. But I was like, why Martha Stewart and Blagojevich? Because I didn't know, because I don't watch stupid reality TV.
Yeah, he loves the celebrities. I mean, Blagojevich was on his show, and then Martha Stewart. Can I read the quote that he had for Martha Stewart? I think to a certain extent, Martha Stewart was harshly and unfairly treated, and she used to be my biggest fan in the world before I became a politician, but that's okay. I don't view it that way. Except you do, you just said it.
Yeah, and Martha Stewart also, by the way, hosted her own spin-off of Trump's Apprentice. So they're both connected to The Apprentice. So he's like, oh, this is a twofer. I get to pardon my friends who did criminal things just like me and the people that worked in my campaign and administration. And we're the rich and powerful. And of course, when they got very rough treatment. Oh, by the way, it's funny because I remember the Central Park Five when it was proven that they were actually innocent. They were wrongfully convicted. We found the real person who had done the rape in Central Park. But these are 5 black teenagers who were wrongfully arrested and imprisoned for a long time. When we found out that they were wrongfully arrested, Trump said, who cares? They should have stayed in prison anyway.
That's right.
No pardons for them. I mean, they were let go anyway because they were innocent. But Trump thought, I don't care that they're innocent. I want them to remain in jail. He said, they probably did something anyway. If you're rich and powerful and you're a friend of Donald Trump, very rough treatment. Not fair to do the rough treatment, right? You're an average African American in New York who was totally innocent and you had decades of your life stolen from you. You probably did something anyway. Put them back in jail. He's a disgusting human being.
Also, I just wanted to quickly comment on the sentence that Blagojevich got versus the sentence that Dinesh D'Souza received. Now, look, there were different crimes, but the one thing that I do agree with Trump on was that Blagojevich's 14-year sentence did seem a little excessive. I don't know if you agree with me on that, but he's not going, I mean, he's now possibly going to be pardoned by Trump, but if he doesn't get pardoned, he will remain in prison until 2024. Again, I feel like that seems a little excessive.
Yeah, no. I hear you. There is a big difference, and they are slightly different crimes. But I go the other way. I wish Dinesh D'Souza had spent 14 years in prison, which he richly deserves. And I'm so tired of the politicians and their corruption, whether it's outright corruption like Blagojevich or the systemic corruption. Here's what I have to say to all of them. Lock them up, okay? And starting with the top criminal himself, Donald Trump. I cannot wait for prosecutors to put handcuffs on that guy. He's an absolute criminal. That's why he's panicking that prosecutors are talking to all of his cronies who clearly committed those crimes with him. And that is why he's threatening to fire everyone, including his own attorney general. It's so obvious. We're all going around pretending that we don't see the clear thing that's happening here. Trump now turns around and says, James Comey, I didn't fire him for Russia, even though I said it on national television. Oh, you just realized that you're a schmuck and admitted obstruction of justice on TV. Okay, well, sad day for you. You did it. You can't take it back. Why do you think? 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below. Then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.